Hey guys, what's up? Halo Reviewer here. Today I'll be doing a review on the DC Multiverse McFarlane Defiance Deathstroke action figure, which is a gold label figure. I know that's a long title. I'm just gonna label it as the DC Multiverse Defiance Deathstroke. So this is from the Rebirth line, which is why he's basically using the same body as this, but there are some changes, especially at the upper torso. So this is a Target exclusive apparently. As of now, we've only known that he's available in stores, and I've seen lots of people get it in the West Coast. So I went out myself. You might want to go out and check out your Targets. They have like a whole section dedicated. But I also saw the Wonder Woman and the Black Adam with the throne, but I didn't pick those up. Just the Kyle Rayner and the Deathstroke, because those are the only two I wanted. This guy looks so amazing, though, in my opinion. Much better than the Rebirth version that we got the original release, which is so much better than the Icons version already. So both the figures are pretty good, but I like this one so much better. Maybe because of the colors or for the cape, and obviously I'll tell you a little bit about the story. So Deathstroke wants to create his own versions of the Teen Titans, like um, full of former villains or people who are like anti-heroes, and Wally West Flash, Kid Flash actually. And so he starts donning this costume and tries to be a hero a bit, and which is a cool concept in my opinion. And the costume is a lot much cooler. I don't know why the black and white is always a sick color scheme, and just to see Deathstroke in it with the cape is sick. All right, so here I have a little side by side comparison between the former figure, that the first release, versus this new release. And I really like the shading that this guy did. This guy actually got on the left got a lot more sculpting than this guy on the right. I don't know why, but it's very cool. I say the body's about 80% the same, except for the top half, and I'll get into that real quick. Okay, so the top half of the torso is definitely different from both of them. Let's see if I could get in there. The head is exactly the same. That's exactly the same. The gloves are the same on the figure, just colored differently. The arms are different. Let's see if you can see that either they added some sculpting to the original release from the original release, or they added new arms. And just like how I was saying, it looks like they added more sculpt to this new version of Slade. More detail, which I would say is a plus. It's the exact same arms actually. They added these shoulder pieces. This one does not have a shoulder piece. Let me see if I can show that off. And I really like the black shading. It's almost like glossy, kind of shiny, which is very nice as opposed to this one. But I mean, that's the takeaway from this figure. This figure is also very nice on the right, the original release. Same boots. But the torsos are slightly different, just slightly. And the cape, like I said, and these little shoulder pieces, those are the new parts to this figure. And the accessories are different. Let me see if I can show this off. The original release came with his Godslayer sword, which is this one right here. And then the new one comes with this bow staff, which is probably one of the nicest bow staffs we've ever gotten from McFarlane ever, in my opinion. Even better than the Tim Drake Red Robin, which was probably the best one until this point. And here we got a comparison of the back of the figures. Like I said, the cape is very nice on this guy. I think that's why I like him a lot. Plus the color scheme. The color scheme is very sick. You can never go wrong with white and black as a color scheme. But the back is exactly the same as this one. Just the cape is hiding it. You know, the Slade's Deathstroke action figures that have been released by McFarlane. We're so blessed with this line. I'm just saying, because back in the DC Universe Classics times, one Deathstroke action figure cost you about $60, which is about the price of all three of these figures if you got them at retail price. I know the the Arkham one is kind of going for a more pricey, but you can still get these two figures for about $20, which is very sick, and they still look different. Like they don't look like the same figure, just because of the difference in the details and just the cape. It's just, and the color overall too. Like it's just, it seems different to me. And like I said, this was probably the most exciting drop I had of all the Target exclusives that just dropped. I would go out and get him, specifically this guy, if you could only get one Deathstroke. But yeah, they're all different versions of him. Obviously, this is him with less armor, and this is a more armored up version, which we all love to see. We all love to see an armored up version of Deathstroke with all these guns and grenades and weaponry. But yeah, guys, let me know how you feel about this drop. I was actually surprised. I didn't know this was gonna come out, and I'm happy it did. Check out my other reviews, and I'm about to come out with a bunch of stuff because a whole bunch of McFarlane releases are coming out in October. So yeah, stay tuned. Check out my other stuff.